go. We are live. We are live, but we're waiting on a tank, dude. So apparently the tank shortage has like persisted into the beta, but like to an extreme. It's unreal how long you have to wait for a tank in queues. But today we're just gonna be vibing, testing out some different Mistweaver builds. If you haven't seen, I did just post a video like right before I went live of me playing like the Fistweaver build, basically a Jade Empowerment caster build. Um, but the build that I want to kind of start the stream with and get like a few reps with is let's see, this build, the caster hybrid build. Because this build looks really promising. So you're basically playing all the same like very strong things from today's video, where you like have Emperor's Elixir into like very powerful ramps. Um, I still am playing Yulon, but this build can play either Celestial. So I'm gonna like kind of test around and see which one I prefer. Um, but you're also playing Rushing Wind Kick, and Rushing Wind Kick, like yes, you're lacking because you're not playing Jadefire Teachings, but Rushing Wind Kick has some very insane synergy with one, Emperor's Elixir, but two, Focus Thunder, because you're going to shoot out that Jadefire Stomp for each one. Really quick, I just thought of a talent that I should probably look at, but then it literally instantly like left my brain. Um, but anyways, this talent. This build is a ton of fun. We're actually gonna play like you could probably play either talent here, but we're gonna play Way of the Crane with this build, I think. And maybe since we're playing Way of the Crane, maybe we just play Chi-Ji instead. Yeah, let's just play Chi-Ji. We're gonna stick with. Do I go J-Bond or do I go 1 minute? What's up, Vicar? Very good to see you. Um, let's see. How's this build gonna play? We're probably gonna want the 1 minute Chi-Ji, to be honest, with this build. But yeah, this build looks really, really promising. So very excited to test it out. So for those that missed it, this build is going to be looking to cycle a bunch of rushing wind kicks by using things like Way of the Crane, kind of like you normally would with a Fistweaver build. But the reason why we want to be doing that is because anytime that rushing wind kick is empowered by Thunder Focus Tea, it's going to shoot a Jade Fire Stomp that's going to do some big damage, some solid healing. And since we take Focus Thunder, we're going to be able to send two back-to-back, basically. It's just going to be a lot of damage. Let's put some faith into this Guardian Druid. But if you haven't seen, I just posted a Fistweaver video that's up on my YouTube. And in that video, we're playing around Jade Fire Teachings plus Jade Empowerment, which that felt a little lackluster. But the rest of the build felt very solid. We were playing like a Shayloon's Gift build. But instead of Shayloon's Gift, we're going to hope for more repeatable, solid, steady healing. So we went with Vivify. And we're going with Chi-Ji because we are playing Way of the Crane. I do feel like Way of the Crane is better than Way of the Serpent with this build. So I do think Chi-Ji plus Way of the Crane is just like the way to go. But yeah, I'm very excited to play this build. I think it could potentially have some very good damage output potential. And on top of that, I do think that you still could have some pretty big bursty healing if you play your Thunder Focus Tea into Enveloping Mist. Now, I guess with this build, we aren't playing Way of the Serpent, so we can't Thunder Focus Tea and Enveloping Mist and spread Enveloping Mist. But it should be a good little ramp into our Master of Harmony potential energy healing, too. But what's good, Vicar? Welcome in. Dude, we have so many builds to test today. I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on Mistweaver, man. Let me tell you, don't be sleeping on Mistweaver. It's a good time. Okay, let's see. Also, in a dungeon like Algathar Academy, which is what we're going to be doing, Way of the Crane is just so good for that tree room. You do some, or you can do some pretty large pools, and that spinning crane kick healing is still very good. I mean, this this was the season that Mistweaver was like meta-ish. Did my ring light die? It didn't, but I was trying to go without it, but I'll swap it. Give me a second. Ugh. The thing is, whatever demonic spirits control this ring light, which is just a remote that one of my neighbors has, dude, it's been wigging out lately. They have been absolutely slamming that thing, so it's been very unreliable. Let's go and do a countdown. Okay. Alcthar Academy time. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Alright, let's spin to win. And then let's rushing wind kick cycle and do some giga damage. Let's have fun, because I feel like this build is going to be so much fun. To me, this is going to be like the best of both worlds kind of build. Oh, but I need to put a mount. Yikes. With each of my builds, I need to like rebind a mount to my button. I think I'm going to get the haste buff here. I do remember this about this dungeon, but outside of that haste buff, I don't remember anything about this dungeon. I've only really been slamming Pit of Sauron because that dungeon is really cool. And I haven't seen this dungeon since, what was it? Dragonflight. What up, Misslinger? What's up, Gumshoe? It's very good to see you. Okay, we are going to be spreading around Renewing Mists, and then rushing Wind Kicking like crazy. And then, look at these Jade Fire Stomps, man. Man, you know, it's so sad how much they've gutted healer damage. Like, it really is so sad. I feel like we are one of the biggest, like, losers in that scenario. Like, obviously, like, all the healers are just doing pitiful damage, right? But it hurts us the most because most of our damage in an ideal world scales off of... or most of our healing scales off of that damage. Alright, I'm going to be doing like a single Tiger Palm followed by a Blackout Kick, and if that Blackout Kick resets the Rushing Wind Kick, then I'll Rushing Wind Kick. And then if it doesn't, then I'm just going to spin until Rushing Wind Kick comes off cooldown while this target counts high. But now that all these little ads are dying, I'm going to get back to doing this. We need to kill the Slasher too. Let's Jade Fire Stomp the mess out of them. Stomp on these bugs, dude. Yeah, this build's so cool because the Jade Fire Stomp is tied to whether that Rising Sun Kick is boosted by Thunder Focus Tea, and it works with Jade. What am I saying? It works with what's that? What is this talent even called? Focus Thunder. Focus Thunder. Yes. Which is very cool. So we need to mark the tank here and stack on them. My type move left. We're going to treat this just like Swamp Face. Hopefully everyone kind of knows the mechanics. Okay, so this build also, I didn't really mention it in the intro, but this build really relies on like renewing this kind of maintenance throughput with your Ancient Teachings. And your Ancient Teachings, you aren't taking Jadefire Teachings, so it is a little lessened. But it's not, like, too bad. But, like, with your tier set boosting your Renewing Mist healing and, like, your new talents that you have, like, your Renewing Mist will kind of rack up a good bit of healing. But, like, on this boss... Oh, thank goodness they know to kick. On this boss, there's not really much healing until these ads kind of come to life. Okay, I'm noticing that my keybind for Vivify is not working. Uh-oh. That's not good. How do I fix that? Because I had a keybound for Shaylun's Gift, and I thought it would just swap over, but maybe not? Let's see, Am I casting anything? I don't think so. It's okay, we can just spin to win and we can deal with it after the boss. But yeah, this is why I like this build, is because it can really adapt to the situation. Like, in moments like this, like, I can literally just spin and be fine. But, like, if I need to, I can swap into a Soothing Mist. Like, you really get the best of both worlds, you know? Okay, and we're coming out of this boss with a Thunder Focus Tea, which is going to be a big source of power. Yeah, why is my Vivify not working? Okay, let's spellbook this bad boy. Shout out to the beta. Quick bind mode. Vivify, go, go, go. Ah! What the heck? No. No. Did I bind it? I think I did. Okay, I think we're live. Okay. Let's see. Moonbeam. What's good, Moonbeam? Honestly, I love this dungeon in Dragonflight. What are those birds doing here? It lives in my head rent free. Dude, this dungeon is so good. Like, this dungeon's so good. I used to, one thing that I loved doing was I would go into that first room, and back then, I forget which trinkets I was using, but I would pop like an on-use trinket that made me do a bunch more damage. And then I would pop like a potion, pop like everything, and then just see how much damage I could do. And I just loved doing that as Mistweaver. So definitely excited to do that again, but like not in this like current world where your damage is actually laughable, you know? Alright. We're cruising. This dungeon does have some pretty tough bosses, though, I will say. Let's spin away. Before we kill this, I kind of do want to get some teaching stacks. Why is my ancient teachings stacking once? My Tiger Palm strikes twice. Why am I gaining one stack at a time? That's peculiar. Do I somehow have... Wait, why do I have Way of the Crane? Way of the Serpent. Wait, what is going on? Why is my teachings of the monastery stacking up one at a time? That is pretty lame. Let's see. I got a free tune boost with pre-purchase and used it on Mistweaver. Time to watch tutorials. Gumshoe, you came to the right place, buddy. But hey, we are glad to have you. You will really enjoy Mistweaver. I feel like maybe 10s are toned down just a tad. We should probably jump up to 12s. I feel like 12s are like a good level of balance. But after we time this 10, we'll get some IO from it. And people weirdly like care a lot about IO on beta when trying to get into groups. Okay, now what is this mechanic again? We take the basketballs into the hoop. Okay, what do they change about this boss? I guess we're going to find out together. Do I miss Cell? I do, but not as much as I thought I would. And apparently Cell is going to make a way to... They're going to make an add-on import, like, workable in Midnight. That's what people are saying, is that Cell's working on it. I can't confirm that, though, but that's what I've heard. Was watching Megaset last night, and she was struggling to push up health bars with ancient teachings. Felt like Chi-Ji did very little, even with 200% mastery. Curious to see how you feel about it. In my testing so far, Chi-Ji's felt fine. To me, it really is just, it is just our damage. Like, the damage is the problem. For sure. But we'll see. I guess we gotta get into higher keys before we really can call it a test, right? But this is just kind of like, I kind of want to like run each dungeon at like a 10 to 11 level. No, I'm sorry, 10 to 12 level. And then go from there. But we have to figure out what is going on with my Tiger Palms. Am I like tweaking? I feel like I'm getting tricked. Okay, I'm gonna, well, half the people scored here, half the people scored there. So, this is awkward. Okay, let's go ahead and pop Chi-Ji. We are not messing around. Wait, what the heck is happening? Okay, Chi-Ji's not casting. We might have to spellbook this. Oh boy, just beta problems. Give me a second. I'm kind of watching my feet. Okay, we're gamers. We made it. Dude, where's the damage here? Like, literally, where's the damage? Where is the damage? I feel like no one's taking damage. Is this boss? I remember this boss had like a crazy heal check. I think it was like as you turned in the fire one, right? That feels... sounds right. I gotta figure out what's going on with my teachings of the monastery. Is it bugged? Is it just not working? Oh, I remember what the heal check was. It's like this winds was doing like big rot damage. And then at the end of the winds, you get that thing where everyone has to kind of spread out. And that's what really nuked. I'm pretty sure that thing does more damage every time it hits your party, right? I feel like that's a thing. Luckily, I do have a guide on my channel that is specifically a healer's guide to Algathar Academy. So we'll be able to refer back to that. I'm going to be hitting the emissary because I feel like the boss is going to die before it. We're going to have to stick around and kill the emissary anyways. Is it not casting the Screech? I mean, it was casting everything. Like, I feel like we saw every spell. It just, like... I feel like they're going to buff that boss. That felt like I could have fallen asleep mid-pool and just been fine, right? Like, 0 deaths. 0 deaths sleep run. Call it the wakeless run. See, I feel like with this... I don't even know what I was going to say. Don't even know what I was going to say. My kick is gone, right? Yeah, they took away our kick, and already, I mean, if you watch the video that I posted before I went live, there's like a couple bosses in this dungeon pool that, like... legitimately require a kick or you fail, you know? So this first boss, the tree boss, there's like an ad there that I'm pretty sure like if the cast goes off, it like turbo heals the boss, which in a lot of like high-end keys, like that would be a wipe, right? Or like a key failure. Also, there's a boss in, what's it called? Pit of Sauron or something. This guy has aggro. There's a boss there that you have to kick the ads or like everyone dies and just all feels bad. Feels bad watching those casts go off and you just like can't do anything. I mean, like these little ads I can leg sweep and I can ring a piece. I can pair, like I'll pair this surge. You can still do that, but I guess I'll rop this one. But yeah, you just can't kick, and like obviously kicks are the more powerful option. Plus, on top of that, kicks did get buffed coming into midnight. Man, what is going on? I am tripping out. What is going on with Way of the Crane? Way of the Crane specifically says Tiger Palm strikes twice, right? Like, oh, did I pull? Oh, remember that frontal's nasty. We gotta watch out for that. Oh man, I'm gonna miss my Chi-Ji Weakor though. God, like how do you track stacks of Chi-Ji? Just like with mind powers? How do you track that? It's crazy. Rip your kick, I know, right? It's big sad. Big sad. But I said in my video today that, like, it's very weird. Blizzard was like, hey, let's get rid of everyone's kick, or all the healers' kick except for one. One healer gets to keep their kick. Which healer should it be? And they didn't choose Mistweaver. Like, Mistweaver literally is the kicking class. Like, what the hell? You know? That is our identity. Why not us? Okay, we're doing the... We just shot 5 Jade Fire Stomps like in a row. It's so insane. Or, I'm sorry, 4 in a row. like at least Jade Fire Stomp does fine damage, but then you look at the damage meters and it's like, does it really? Does it really? Where are you tracking vitality? Like where? It's so I just don't have a good way to track it yet. I'm so annoyed that we can't like add buffs to the buff tracker. You know what I mean? Like you can have teachings of the monastery here, but like, why can't I add in? Unless they've added it and I just missed it. Why can't I add in vitality? Why can't I add in what's the other one? Our new thing, Spirit Font. Like what the heck? Makes no sense. That's wild. I know, right? It's... I mean, like, I have the icon somewhere up here, right? Oh, hey. We're spirit fonted. It's just... to me, it makes no sense. It makes no sense that you can't add buffs to track in the buff tracker. Like, that's just ridiculous. Also, good afternoon, Robin Owen. Very good to see you. Do I remember this mechanic? I'm pretty sure you have to soak an orb. And then it gives you a debuff. So, like, you want one person to soak multiple. So I'm going to use my Fort Brew to cleanse myself. Mana Bombs. Let's go and get some Renewing Mist out. Let's go and dispel this last one. You ideally want the same person, if they can, to soak multiple. So like there the tank soaked 3. Alright, Chi-Chi's gone. I'm gonna revival this one, so it doesn't really matter who. Just get rid of these debuffs. Yeah, dude, this damage is like lackluster. We're taking no damage. Just go and spread these Renewing Mists again. Still don't have Fort Brew. Just gonna dispel myself. Cocoon and soak that. Yeah, there we were relying a lot on just Master of Harmony to heal, and it got the job done. Ancient Teachings, Gust of Mist, Rushing Wind Kick healing. What? Rushing Wind Kick healing. Oh, I guess it tracks. That's weird. I don't know why it says Rushing Wind Kick under healing. I'll have to reread to see what's going on. Do some big Rushing Wind Kicks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my Way of the Crane is just bugged. I'm pretty sure it's just not working. What's up, Robin Owen? How are you doing today? What's everyone excited about? I know there's like so much to be excited about. There's like so many different healer builds to test. What's y'all's number one that y'all are most excited to either see or play yourself? Like, did my build not save? I have no idea. No clue. So a little tip here for when it becomes relevant to you. These little spins are on like just the x-axis. So like this guy, for example, hopefully it'll work. Well, of course the spin ended. Okay, you see this guy. He's on a different stair than me. Well, I guess we're close enough in stairs. They might have patched it. But how it used to work was that if you're on a different stair than them, you just wouldn't take the damage. It was kind of broken. Oh, am I lagging? Nope. We're good. Heal, young one, heal. Guy's taking a walloping, dude. What is he in? He has like some kind of debuff on him. What is that? Oh, it's just his ice block. The heck? It's a lot of damage. Just gonna cocoon him. Yeah, I definitely feel like all the damage pruning coming into midnight is definitely felt. So I'm really hoping to see that next week in the balance changes that we get at least like some kind of either a damage buff or an ancient teachings buff, and I really do hope it's the damage buff. Like, would really hope that we just flat out do more damage and scale our healing that way. I'm hoping Midnight can bring some friends of mine back to WoW. Most of them quit during WoD. Wow, that's a long time. Very long time. How long ago was WoD? I feel like a lot of players, like a lot of people are upset, but the thing is, like, a lot of people that have quit are going to want to come back because it's a big change, and a lot of people who have stayed are going to want to leave because it's a big change. You know what I mean? Okay, so I kind of remember this. I know I need to run over here and dispel or something. Yeah, for some reason my talent build is just all messed up because I have multiple talents just not even working. We'll have to hit up the old dummies, see what's going on. Dude, I know that they had completely reworked this boss, but I am totally blanking on how. Yeah, notice how after I rushing wind kick, my Vivify isn't instant, and that should be the case. I should have Vivacious. Unless, is it Enveloping Mist? Did I? Maybe it's Enveloping Mist. Maybe I forgot to swap to Vivacious. Yeah, dude, they're gonna need to seriously scale up the damage these bosses do. I kind of want to soak an orb and just see what kind of damage it does. I remember this puts like a stacking damage done debuff on you, right? Maybe this is how we buff Mistweaver. Oh, and once you get 3 stacks, yeah, you create one of these rifts that spawns the orb. So you kind of want to sit at like 1 stack, maybe a second. And also if you get that mechanic, I'm pretty sure it puts a stack on you. It's all coming back to me. I remember I kind of liked the boss before they reworked it, to be honest. Okay, Algathar Academy. Kind of a joke. Kind of a joke. If it isn't a beautiful American-made bearded beast. What's up, Cecil? Good to see you. It's very good to see you. We were just doing a dungeon, and man, our talents were like bugged or something. Or maybe this dungeon's bugged. Dude, like nothing was working. Okay, let's go and hearth out. Let me put this up here for this build. The involved focus players play healer tank specs. Taking kicks away from healers is gonna hurt, especially in pugs. I mean, yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, like I said, there are some pools that I've already noticed have like one really important cast, and like not having a kick, not being able to help with that cast is very annoying. Very, very annoying. Good to see you, my man. New dungeon's good. So far, like I've only tested a few of the returning dungeons, and like I knew Algathar was a really good dungeon, but Pit of Sauron seems really fun. It does seem like it scales up really hard in like 12s and stuff, but it is a lot of fun. And then we're gonna hopefully get the other ones tested today. Let's see. So we tested Algathar Pit. Let's go Seat of Triumvirate. I don't even know how to say that. We're just gonna call it Seat. We're gonna keep it at 12. This is gonna be my first time ever seeing this dungeon, so like, and 12s are scaled. Like 12s are hard. So hopefully the mechanics go easy on me. But let's go ahead and start a queue, and then let's go to the dummies. Let's go to the dummies, and then let's see what's going on with our build. Why are our talents literally not working? But as you see, they did implement their new details meters, and they're something. They're definitely something. Okay, so why are my tiger... Now they're stacking up twice. What the heck? It just wasn't working in that Alcathar. For some reason, I was bugged. Okay, our talents are changed now. But for some reason, it wasn't working. Yeah, we definitely do want to have Vivacious with this build. Alright, Seat of the Triumvirate. Is this dungeon, like, really hard? Yeah, exactly. YOLO. 100% YOLO. And now, like, we literally just did the Alcathar super easily. Like, super easily. And we didn't even have, like, half of our talents working. So, excited to see what we can do now. But how's everyone doing? Happy Wednesday. Oh, where's the damage meter? Right now, it's kind of, like, see-through, but it's up here in the top left. So I have damage, I have healing. They don't have, as far as I know, they don't have like a showing your casts. Maybe they do. I just haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet. Only place you didn't look? I mean, it's kind of easy to miss. I'll give you that. Been gearing and getting IO on my Blood DK. Been lacking a lot. Gumshoe. I did. If you watch my video I posted today, we had a Blood Death Knight that topped DPS. So, you know, they might get nerfed before, but if not, dude, they are looking actually broken in Midnight right now. So, it's crazy. I don't think so, Cecil. I don't think so. I'm looking for it and I cannot find it. Maybe we can, like, look together. Combat assistant, no. Damage meter, yeah, no. You can just enable a damage meter. That's it. Surely there's gonna be, like, an add-on that you can do, like a... But for now, like, in the beta, I don't think there is one. Unless you see, like, other content creators using one, I'd look, you know, I'd be willing to look for it, you know. But once again, the build that we're gonna be rocking is this, like, hybrid build. So we're still using a lot of the, like, kind of some of the strong synergies with, like, Emperor's Elixir, but we're using the other half of Emperor's Elixir. So we're going to be trying to just spam Jade Firestorms and get, like, good AoE damage from that. Also, hopefully Way of the Crane doesn't bug out, and hopefully it works for me, because this will allow me to keep my damage uptime constantly. And with Rushing Wind Kick being, like, our main, like, you know... Thunder Focus Tea dump, we should have very solid damage. Other than that, like, we're playing Morning Breeze to scale up the damage of our Rushing Wind Kick, and I've already seen, like, a 50k damaging Rushing Wind Kick, which is actually really good. The meter can still be changed, though. Yeah, it can be changed between, like, a few different things. Like, you can set it to, like, damage, and then, like, DPS, HPS, like, all these things. Like, damage, healing... something else, and then HPS, DPS, a couple other things. I don't really know what all of them are, if I'm being honest. But not like there aren't as many options as Details had. Is Blizz still looking to implement the automated group find for M+, or is that not in beta yet? I don't think it's in beta yet. I haven't seen or heard anything about it. The automated group finder. Because that would be here, right? Yeah, I don't think that's a thing yet. That was a thing, right? Or am I going crazy? Well, I know, like, Fellowship did that. And I know that there were, like, talks about them trying to do that. But I don't know if it was for Midnight. I feel like it was a little ways out. Which also, by the way, great cheese. Good to see you. Happy day, Great Cheese. Happy day. Can you still live without weak ores? You can. You can. The game is livable, but I feel like that's a good word right now. Oh, I was going to take that shaman. 39.25. We'll trust this guy. Do y'all really think this guy's 39.25 on live? Press X to doubt. Oh, okay. He heard me. You too. Chose Resto Shaman for my main in Midnight. Really? Very interesting. Got tired of my Priest last season. Dude, Priest is looking pretty dope next season, though. The Disc Priest changes look pretty fun. But I feel like Resto Shaman's going to get a lot of love in the next, like, few years. Because they've kind of been they've gotten, like, the short end of the stick recently, and I feel like... Well, okay, that's not true. They've been meta, like, constantly, but in terms of design, I feel like they've lost a lot. So, it's a good choice. Also, Resto Shaman is just fun. Can you as a person? I can. It's just, it's a sad life without them, personally. Yeah, I may have to toy with Disc as an alt. I'm telling you. I definitely, that's the most excited alt like, the most excited I am for any alt is for Disc Priest. I want to dabble with the, I don't even know what it's called, but the stance switching, that looks so sick, dude. So sick. Oh, I forgot to post in Discord. Posting. Oops. But also, like, the way you can, like, use your new, not atonement, what's that spell called? Evangelism. Crank out healing in your holy. And then, sorry, this guy typed in the chat. Okay. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, but you can, like, spam your holy healing spells with your evangelism, and then swap into your shadow stance, pop your shadow fiend, and then just blast shadow damage. Like, it looks super sick. Okay, dude, there's some drama going on in global chat. Super funny. This guy's yelling at me to socket my stuff. Sure, I'll just slam some random sockets in it. Why don't we? Alright, let's socket up the rest of these bad boys. Where's that socket thing? It's down here. Oh, we can't. It's not that deep. By all means, say I'd appreciate it with a little heart. Yeah, so one thing about the beta so far that's, like, so ridiculous is the tank shortage is unreal. Like, the tank shortage is crazy. Just saw Jack doing some raid testing. It looks fun. Okay, was he doing disc? Because, yeah, it looks super sick. Okay, so did they update the enchant guy? Interesting. Let's see. How could they need Fistweaver, says Jake McLeod. All right, I need you to reiterate that. How could they need Fistweaver? Nerf. Ah, okay. What do you mean? Did they nerf him? And did they nerf again, or, like, what did I miss? What was the most recent nerf that you're talking about, Jake McLeod? But yeah, I mean, the damage is lacking of Fistweaver, and thus your healing throughput seems a little lackluster with that build. However, the Soothing Mist synergies are cranking healing. That's wild. Yeah, Disc was doing more HPS too, so it'll be interesting to see what makes the raid healing spec. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun fight this season between Disc and Oracle. Look, I don't care what healers are meta. I don't care if Mistweaver's meta. I don't care who is meta. As long as it's not another freaking Prez Evoker dominated season. Like, if, if, what was I saying? Like, if every healer's doing, like, X amount of healing and then Prez Evoker's doing, like, 1.5 times X, like, come on. Not again. What are we doing? But as long as that's not the case, then I'm a happy camper. Yeah, just play what's fun. TBH, I get way too into tier lists and min-max the fun out of the season. Yeah, I've kind of, like, I make a tier list, but I try to make it, like, very much tuned to, like, the average player, not the 0.1%, you know? Um, but I also have gotten to the point where, like, I don't care if my spec is good. Um, I just play my spec because I play what I find the most fun, and that's mostly Mistweaver. Okay, you're talking about the nerf test yesterday. If Fistweaver is out, that would suck. Well, they're gonna keep Fistweaver as the play, like they are. They said that in the dev note when they first changed Jade Empowerment. They said that they're going to keep an eye on it and not let it surpass the rest. But let's pull up these nerfs. I have notes. So tomorrow is my birthday, and Thursday is me and Vlad are doing our streams together where we're role swapping and pushing characters to like 2.5K on the retail server. So I won't be playing beta on stream tomorrow, but this series is heating up. We're level 70. We're gonna get to level 80 next stream and hopefully do some actual Mythic Plus. But like it's a ton of fun. It is a ton of fun. So if you've missed every single one, I highly recommend checking it out. So that doesn't affect us. Enveloping Mist costs less mana. That's goated. Mana Tea now gives even more mana because it no longer gives that mana reduction. That's goated. Rushing Wing Kick's mana cost has been reduced. That's goated. So far, buffs to caster. Soothing Breath healing was increased. That's good because Yulon was lacking. Yulon felt horrible on like the leveling session. Enveloping Mist healing has been increased. That's very good. All healing has been reduced. Okay. And then Jadefire Teachings now. Oh, yeah, they did nerf it. Dang, they nerfed both. So it went from 245% down to, what is that, 205? However, like now you're also getting this additional 50%. But then it makes you wonder, what the hell is the point of meditative focus if they're just going to take away 40% of that bonus? Like if they're going to nerf it to where you're doing 40% less, but hey, if you take meditative focus, you're getting 10% bonus healing. Like, what? That is ridiculous, dude. That is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, but whatever. I'm sure they're gonna revert that eventually. I'm sure surely they are because our damage sucks. And then on top of that, revival and restoral has been further increased by 100%. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, it looks like caster buffs out the wazoo. And then Ancient Teachings nerf. And this is also a nerf to the caster build that's playing specifically the Jadefire Teachings and Jade Empowerment. But this is a buff to the caster hybrid and a nerf to Fistweaver for sure. For sure. And a buff to Yulon. Buff to Yulon. Chi-Chi's still kind of down bad for sure, but that's okay. This is round 1 of the beta. It's no need to jump ship. We are fine. Take it with a grain of salt, yeah, for sure. I feel like more content creators that make tier lists need to stop speaking as if their words are the gospel and like also put that caveat in their videos because I feel like not enough of them say take this tier list with a grain of salt or something similar, you know. A lot of the balancing has been leaving me scratching my head lately. I feel like this is them kind of just like setting everything at like a minimum, and they're gonna tweak from there, like surely, because why would they add a talent that gives you 50% ancient teachings and then nerf it down by 40%? Like, surely they plan on tweaking. Here's actually what I think is going to happen. I think they really do plan on buffing healer damage. Like, I fully believe that they're buffing healer damage, and that's why they're starting with this ancient teaching nerf, and then they're gonna move from there. If that's the case, I'm all for it. But I'm praising step two when I haven't, all I've seen is step one. Um, so hopefully it's coming in. Robin said, I've copied my prop pally to the beta, but I've not set it up yet. Interesting to see how it feels. It's great in Season 3. Apparently, the Blood Death Knight that I did the key with earlier said that you can do, like, crazy damage. Crazy damage as a prop pally. So, not too sure. Not too sure how, but apparently they can. Okay, let's put these, whatever this guy traded me. He traded me some new gems. Apparently the gem vendor's like broken right now or something. Huge. Bang. Dude, these gems are kind of weighted too. I like that. Well, 12 haste and 5 crit. Okay, that's... This stat crunch is crazy, man. What else? I feel like he traded me something else, but maybe I'm crazy. That's okay. Yo! Okay, I'm gonna say your name. You said hello from Germany. What's up? Hello from the States. Decidin? Is it Decidin? Probably not the correct pronunciation, but correct me if I'm wrong. I think they're setting a baseline. I really do, because to me, no one other than probably me, like I feel like I'm one of one players that wants caster to be equally viable. I don't want it to surpass Fistweaver. I want it to be equally viable. Other than that, I feel like the entire player base, well, at least the vocal few, are gonna like hate it if caster's equally viable, or even close to viable. So it auto-modded. I feel like what you said... So, Decident, it auto-modded you because I think that is a slur in another language, but possibly not in your language. So I'm going to keep it banned. Or not it banned, but I'm going to keep that message hidden. But I see your message. What is this guy doing? Umbro. What you doing, guy? Okay, so now I feel like there should be some groups ending in the raid. They might start queuing up for this dungeon. But dude, this is what the beta is. Like, if you don't have a push group or like a group of friends to play with, which by the way, if any of you are tanks and you just want to keep queues rolling, hit me up. I wanna tank so that we can get in these quick queues. But yeah, dude, there are like very few tanks. It's crazy. I feel like tanking is going to be even more short in Midnight if this doesn't change. It means yes, you said it right. Yeah, I figured as much, Destin. I knew that. But I know in English that is like kind of it's crazy because it's a slur in English, but it literally means yes in your language. So like, I don't know. Yeah, the lack of tanks is already bad in the War Within, but yeah, you come into Midnight Beta and it's even worse. But eventually you'll get like 3 tanks to queue up all at once, and then it's like, it's chill. But we're gonna be trying a 12. 12s are considerably harder than 10s. Like 10s are laughable. 12s are actually supposed to be like very, very difficult to heal. Also, we're doing a dungeon that I have literally never even stepped foot in. Seed of the Triumvirate. I don't even know how to spell it, guys, if I'm being honest. But you know what? We're going to struggle now so that we can prosper later. But yeah, if you haven't seen, I posted a video today of me doing the lightning build, the soothing mist and jade lightning build, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, we had Equinox. I think it was the same Equinox that's like the Brewmaster rank 1 player. I could be wrong. It could just be someone named Equinox. But he absolutely cranked damage as Blood Death Knight. And he claimed that Prop Paladin potentially could do more, so who knows. Beta is a great place to figure it out for sure. I mean, this is like literally what the beta is made for. But I mean, I guess I feel like there's some things with my UI that I did want to kind of tweak a little bit. What would that be? I don't know. But yeah, so tomorrow's my birthday, and my wife, I feel so bad for her. She's had this week where she's literally gone to, like, she's flown to different states like 3 times this week. She flew over here, then flew over here, then now this morning she had to drive up to another state. And like her work is going crazy right now. It's not like super hard, like she's just going to like meet with clients and stuff, but like she's so exhausted from traveling. But I don't know why I started saying that. But she's not going to be here tomorrow. She gets back tomorrow morning, so whoa. Hey, the great cheese with the Prime sub was like, dude, the story sucks. But I appreciate the Prime sub, the Bezos bucks. They go a long way. I will buy. What will I get with that? I will buy. I mean, realistically, I'll probably need gas. So that will be gas. You stole from Jeff Bezos and fed my car. I really appreciate it, the great cheese. No, not at all. Just an early birthday gift for you. I appreciate it so much. When Midnight finally drops, if you've been around my channel for a long time, you probably remember back when we did like all Mistweaver content. If you don't remember that, let me pull it up. Oh, what was that boss called? I don't know, but I remember it was like 8 Mistweavers. 8 Mistweavers. Aha! So we did a 12-hour stream a couple seasons ago, and we did some very crazy nonsense things like this, where we took 8 Mistweavers and fought a heroic boss. We also took 5 Mistweavers into a dungeon to see if we could time it. Like, we did some nonsensical things in this 12-hour stream. It was super fun. But I do intend on doing that at the beginning of the season. So once the season starts, we just got a message in game. They're asking, where's the weapon and ring? Arena vendor, come to me. We're in PvE too. But yeah, I love doing these like nonsensical things. But the reason why it has to be like a 12-hour stream is because we have to make like a big spectacle of it. So like I would need like a lot of you guys to come out and participate, or else it just doesn't happen. So I'll definitely be hyping it up, but I want to do it like maybe the first and second weekends of Midnight. Kind of get both of them going, but I just want to have like an all healer raid for week 1, and then week 2 do like an all Mistweaver raid if we can get enough, you know. But it's honestly the most fun thing we've ever done. I highly recommend going and watching that video, even if you've never seen that boss before and whatnot. Let me just give you like one little clip because it's just so freaking beautiful. Let's see. Let's go to it. I gotta pull it up again. Eight Mistweavers. Alright, let me pull it up again. Give me a second. Just watch this like intro. Oh, don't watch the intro. My face is massive. Hold on. Dude, I'm pale. What the hell? How long have I been that pale? No one told me. I'm kidding. I've known it. I have absolutely known it. Okay. So just this one clip I want to show you guys. Just like as we pull the boss. I'm going to do it with no sound because I just want you to see the visual. Okay, so watch like the moment we pull all of these mobs. It's just a bunch of Mistweavers. Get ready for it. Get them, boys. Look at all these Jadefire stomps. Bang. Oh, it's beautiful, but I want to get to the boss. Where's the boss? Dude, so many Phalanx stomps. But yeah, I just remember when we did this, like I was laughing and having so much fun the entire stream. It was so much fun. Okay, so we're coming up to the pool. Okay, pool in 6 seconds. Just watch like the split second that we pull the boss. It's glorious. Oh, rest in peace, Essence Font. Look at all of those Jadefire stomps just painting the ground. That is so awesome. But yeah, I definitely want to do that again for midnight. I feel like it's time to bring that back. That was just so much fun. Like such a great way to like hang out with you guys and stream with you guys, you know. Dang, where did everyone go? Maybe we have to do 10 to get people to queue up, maybe? Plus it'll give me a chance to see the dungeon, because I have no idea what this dungeon is. See, I guess we start with a 10. Electros says, I was excited for the Master of Harmony 50% more FW contribution, but they kind of made it null. Yeah, 100%. It literally makes no sense. It's like, hey, here's a slice of cake, but you can't eat it. You know, it makes absolutely no sense. If anything, all they did was nerf ancient teachings if you're playing Celestial Conduit or Conduit of the Celestials. It's so stupid. It's raid night. Yeah, and also they're doing the like open access to some raid boss or something right now. So like, but this has been the thing all day. Is like you just kind of chill here in queues and stuff. Maybe it could be this dungeon. Maybe no one wants to do this dungeon. Let's back out and queue up to this group that has a tank. That way we kind of skip the line. Let's go back into Algathar Academy. There we go. Easy peasy. Now we have a tank. So many stomps. Yeah, it was super awesome. Super awesome. Hey, LB, can you show where the weapon vendor is located? I don't know of a vendor that sells like a bunch of weapons, kind of like there's a trinket vendor. But I do know that the PvP vendor, why can't I speak? They have weapons. Also, if you filter by Mistweaver, you can see they have weapons. This one I highly recommend because it looks like a trumpet. It's ridiculous looking. But there's a good place to get your rings, or at least your other ring that you didn't get from the other vendor. I think I also got like a belt from here. No, but basically this vendor getting all of these items and then getting all of the items from this guy, the class set guy, and getting trinkets, you'll have a piece of gear for every slot. So basically bang, bang, bam. Goblin, Minotaur looking thing. What are they called? Tauren. I'm literally a Tauren myself. But between those three vendors, it's golden. This guy just asked if he had a summon. Pinging the guy called Dungeon Teleports. Hopefully he sees the summons. Asking for a summon on the beta is crazy. I mean, I get it. So this is some people's first beta, but that's fine. But I mean, you buy your key right next to the guy named Dungeon Teleports. But no, trust me, Carlington, I was lost on how to get gear. My first beta, I was like, even my second beta, I thought you had to grind it on dungeons. I was like, dude, this is so tiresome. Like, I had to play all weekend to get this gear on all alts. Like, I thought it was so stupid. But no, you can kind of just chat around to the vendors and get a bunch of random stuff. I wish there was a weapon vendor that just sold all the weapons so you could test them, but I don't think that's a thing. All right, Mr. Tank. It's go time. Okay, last time we were in Alcathar Academy, our Way of the Crane bugged and just completely didn't work. So we couldn't see the spinning crank healing, and we also couldn't stack up our Tiger Palm twice as fast. So that was pretty sad. But this build should be very well equipped to deal with this dungeon. We have spinning crank healing for the big pools in the first room. We're going to have steady renewing mist healing going out, like from all of our new talents. Like, where even are they? It's up here, right? Misty Coalescence with our tier set with Rushing Wind Kick. Like, we're going to have steady throughput going out. We'll have, like, Chi-Ji for some big amps and stuff. W, there is a shortcut. So, in the beta, last week there were 3 realms, and all of them were leveling realms. But this week there's a 4th realm called, like, Xalatath's End Game or something. All you have to do is make a character on that realm, and it'll jump to 90. Because this week is all about testing dungeons. They don't really... Last week was all about leveling. Alright, let's get that haste buff. Let's mark up the tank. Let's hope our talents aren't bugged this time, and that Way of the Crane works. Disrepair. Okay, dude. A bit dramatique. Alright. Let's blast, dude. Oh, I have aggro. Let's not blast yet. Let's give the tank a second. Ah! We all have aggro. I'm going. I'm sending. Okay. Scale of 1 to 10, how cooked is this? And don't say anything less than 10, because so far this feels pretty cooked. I popped Chi-Ji and then immediately ran out of melee. But we are just spinning and winning. Oh, there's one there. This pool always made my computer lag. Like, even when this was, like, current content last time. Okay, tank is kind of going through it. Live, buddy, live. Okay, spinning crank cake is not doing any healing at all. What the heck? I mean, that is like piss poor. Right? Yeah, 6K by spinning crank cake on a pool this size? That is crazy. Is it bugged? Like, straight up, is it bugged? Because it was barely healing. Soothing, Envelopment, Vivify spam? I mean, yeah, like, I've played... we're testing around different builds, Valkyr. But so far, the last dungeon we did, our Way of the Crane literally wasn't... It just wasn't turned on. Our blackout kicks weren't stacking up twice. And... Let's see... Like this just wasn't working. Yeah, I mean, it's not just Chi-Ji. It's Chi-Ji and, honestly, Way of the Crane. Spinning without Jadefire Stomp? Well, it has it built in. It has the spinning crane kick, heals 3 nearby allies for 120%. So it has it built in. Yeah, Chi-Ji is... Oh, like it's bugged. It's straight up just bugged. Interesting. Like, I'm pretty sure Way of the Crane is bugged. Like, you see it did an amount of healing. But God, this breakdown sucks. They're yelling at the shaman because he didn't lust. But here's a funny thing. Blizzard literally forgot to put Bloodlust in Shaman spellbook apparently, because this is the second Shaman I've had that has said this. The frames have gotten better since the last patch, but they're still nowhere near cell quality. Yeah, I don't like the debuff appearance either. That's kind of like my number one gripe at the moment. Hello. Yo, what's up, Shawnee? I'm sorry, Shami? Yeah, but Electros, so Jadefire teachings only scales up ancient teachings, but spinning crane kick is what we were doing, and spinning crane kick should do the full amount of healing, whether you regardless of what talent you have here. You know what I mean? Um. Okay. Yeah, we're hearthing. So like, if I were tiger palming and blackout kicking, then we would be losing a lot of healing by not taking Jadefire teachings. Um, but we were spinning and it was barely doing any healing. Like pitiful amounts of healing. That happened last beta too with Shaman Lust. Really, it happens with neutral races. Ah, okay, interesting. You did your first 14 as Blizzard did not like that. They heard me yelling at them. Okay, I don't want to type this on screen. Y'all are getting a black screen. Give me a second. How do I do this? Blizzard just said, nope, no fun. All right, password. Little Balls Ninja. 69. Okay. I remember my password. There we go. All right, let me unblack screen. There we go. The servers are down. The servers literally crashed. What the hell? The servers broke, man. Well, honestly, dude, the beta is just one big sack of bugs right now. You should do a challenge to reverse A and D keys. Oh god, where did you see Raid Shadow Legends? I do have Raid Shadow Legends, but where did you see it? Maybe a new hotfix. I'm hoping. So let's oh, probably here. Let's see. Let's try to update it, I guess. Good call. Good call. The original Zing. The original Zing. Bottom mid. Aha, yes. It's a fun game. Very fun game. Not sponsored, though, so keep that in mind. Like, unironically, I actually do enjoy playing the game. Alright, let's try. Maybe there's an update? There is an update. Okay, please fix Mistweaver. Please buff Ancient Teachings. Remove Presovoker and Disc Priest from the game. Actually, keep Disc Priest in. It looks really fun this tier. Give us our kickback and take away Shamans. Just because that would be funny. I want Shamrock to lose something because that would be funny. What else? Ban DNV. That would be great. What else do we want? What's my wish list? I feel like that's it, right? It's not exhausted, though. I know there's more. Buff Chi-Ji, but Chi-Ji desperately needs a buff. Just fix Dawnbreaker. I know it's not even live this season, but just somehow have fixed Dawnbreaker. What else? What else do we want? Guys, Spitfire some wishes. What do we want for this update to happen? Give them to me. What do you guys have? Being honest, I didn't see it. I assumed it was there. That's not real. You saw it. You looked at me and you said, I know what this guy plays. Oh yeah, I'm dumb. No, you're not dumb. It's a very confusing thing, and they've also swapped up how it works plenty of times, Electros, so you're fine. Also, I'm saying your name like the Pokemon, Electros. But if that's not correct, let me know. I don't like the pathing to Rising Mist being caster oriented. Yeah, I mean that's kind of how it always has been. That's why I think they should have split up Tear of Morning and Rising Mist because one, a build with both of those would be sick as hell, right? Um, oh, delete Rhett and their Discord. I haven't noticed anything wrong with their Discord. I've also that's the only like class Discord I'm in, and so far they've been chill with me. But oh, also I don't play Rhett, so I've only seen the Holy Paladin one. Yes, interrupt back. That's number one. Let's see. Did they fix any of that? Come on. I have so much faith. I also hate how we had formed an entire group and then it just kicked it. Oh, well, hey, it wants us to play our Fistweaver build, which I am so happy to. Did they buff Ancient Teachings in this little hot fix of theirs? Oh, it's 255% total. It adds up the Meditative Focus and Jadefire Teachings. So it doesn't look like there's an Ancient Teachings buff. I don't want to play with what's it called? I don't want to play with Chi Chi to find out if it still sucks or not. I'm sure. You know what, guys? It's been fun being a Mistweaver YouTuber, but I hate having to rely on them to buff us. So I think I'm just gonna become the Keystone vendor. I love how his nose just like pokes out. It's kind of like that meme with Homer Simpson, where he like comes out of the bush, you know. Anyways, yeah, but the pathing to Rising Mist has always been kind of sus, for sure. Like this talent needs to go. Honestly, this just needs to go. I will say like Shayloons is cool, but now like Shayloons replaces Vivify, so I don't think it makes as much sense to path there. So I do agree with you there. All right, so the build that we're going to be doing now, since the game reset for some reason, gotta have Mythic Dungeon. Oh, I typed that in say chat. Please, and we're gonna add in a little heart. There we go. All right. Now we port. So unfortunately, Blizzard did not do anything from our wish list. Unless, has anyone checked to see if Rhett is deleted from the game? I have not yet. I mean, I am in their Discord, so... Oh. Wrong thing. Okay, the Discord's still here, so... Yeah. Still think it's intact. Okay, so this build is what is currently kind of surprisingly performing well. Okay, I bonked my head. Yikes. Anyways, so this build is kind of surprising me in how it's kind of the only build that's really survived the nerfs because your healing isn't really coming from your damage. Your healing is coming from Thunder Focusing and Enveloping Mist, and then immediately blasting into a like a Soothing Mist and spamming around HOTS and stuff. And you do, like, I am playing Jade Empowerment. However, it's kind of just there to give us something to do when we don't need to sit in a Soothing Mist and blast healing. Also, we're playing a really cool synergy. Well, I guess it's not really a synergy, it's just a cool talent. We're playing Shayloon's Gift, so it's going to replace Vivify with just Shayloon's Gift, right? And we're playing 5-man. However, we're playing Tranquil Tea, which gives us a Mana Tea stack back. No, gives us a Shayloon stack for every Mana Tea stack that we drink. So we're going to spend a bunch of mana to do big ramps of healing, drink Mana Tea to get that back, and then rinse and repeat. The auto attack damage is crazy. My highest damage on each of the raid bosses in testing is from auto attack. Super boring. Apparently, communism is a lie. What a name. Apparently, there's like so many bugs going on with Mistweaver right now. Like it's kind of unplayable, and especially in raid. But yeah, this build is fun, but it does kind of. It has a sweet spot, and this dungeon doesn't really fit that sweet spot. So you'll see. Our sweet spot is when there are 5 targets to hit. When there's any less than 5, we're just lacking in damage and healing, like throughput healing. And when there's any more to hit, we don't really heal them enough. But we have good mobility while we're channeling Jade Lightning. So yeah, we have a Blood Death Knight, so I shouldn't have to stop lightninging to heal him too often. And these guys just jump out and do like a minor amount of damage that is very easily getting healed back by the lightning. So this pull is pretty trivial. I start watching this guy's health bar. But you see how easy it is to just swap from our damage rotation to our healing rotation? You just pop Thunder Focus Tea, Enveloping Mist, and then just go right into your healing. It's so fluid. It's like the epitome of mist weaving. You're weaving between mist and lightning, so that's why I call it the Fistweaver build. Yeah, lots of lightning.
My emissary brings you power. Take it.
I wonder if it's... The thing is, I haven't done any dummy testing. I don't know... Like... I haven't really tested much with the dummies to see like what target counts are and like when I should spin and when I should do this and that, you know. So we're just gonna really heavily rely on Crackling Jade Lightning. I'm pretty sure it's better than Tiger Palm and Blackout Kick in single target, but I do think Rising Sun Kick's worth pressing in single target, at least from like my very limited testing with this build. It's like we're gonna Rising Sun Kick and then just instantly Jade Lightning. I could even Thunder Focus Tea and then maybe get some Vitality out. But the thing is, I think with this build, we're playing Purified Spirit, so we can't do damage with our Vitality. Just healing, but that's okay. So I mentioned this in my video, but like it might look like we're just pressing Jade Lightning over and over, which we kind of are, at least this far into the dungeon. But one thing that I'm watching is this damage number on my target, and I'm trying to recast Jade Lightning the moment that a damage number pops up. Because if you don't do that, then there's like a slight delay, and it's a little less efficient. Okay, so we just spent a ton of mana. We just used our Shayloon, so I'm going to drink a bunch of Mana Tea and get that Shayloon's back. We might have to Ring of Peace for the DH. Yikes. Oh, we turned off the sound. We're back. Okay, we just used Shayloons again, so we're going to Mana Tea back some stacks. We're back to zapping. Can you tell me how to trigger Jade Fire Stomp? So Jade Fire Stomp is now part of a talent called Emperor's Elixir. And what Emperor's Elixir says is it now gives a bonus effect to either Enveloping Mist or Rising Sun Kick if you buff that spell with Thunder Focus Tea. So in order to trigger a Jade Fire Stomp, you have to, 1, have Emperor's Elixir talented, and 2, buff a Thunder Focus Tea with buff a Rising Sun Kick with Thunder Focus Tea. So I'll Thunder Focus Tea, Rising Sun Kick, and it shoots out a Jade Fire Stomp. And that one wasn't buffed by Thunder Focus Tea, so it didn't shoot out a Jade Fire Stomp. But it's really cool. That's kind of like the main juice talent that we're playing for our healing, because the moment I need to stop Jade Lightninging and swap to Soothing Mist, it's fantastic because you can Thunder Focus Tea and Enveloping Mist someone, And the benefit you get from Emperor's Elixir is that it immediately starts your Soothing Mist onto that target. So you basically skip a global, a really slow global, in swapping to Soothing Mist, and it just feels super fluid. Like you literally are weaving. So of all the bugs and nonsense that has been Mistweaver so far in the beta, Emperor's Elixir is kind of juicy. Oh, I walked right into that. What am I doing? I could have sworn that was like a frontal Storm Slash. Alright. I thought I was out of that, but I guess it did kind of come my way as soon as it spawned. But you see what I mean? Like, versus single target, this build really does lack. So let's just touch a Death 'em. But like on packs like this one, you're gonna see it does gain a lot. So like this pack right here, I think there's like 6 targets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you can pull more up here. Maybe you can't nowadays, but there's like 7 targets. So you're gonna see like we do get our full effect here. So the maintenance healing of this Jade Lightning really loses a lot when you kind of stray away from 5 targets, you know. But the benefit is, did you notice that the target that I started my Jade Lightning on, it died? And with the old Jade Empowerment, we would lose so much healing from that happening. Because old Jade Empowerment was, a lot of the damage was in that single target, and then just like a little bit of cleave damage. But now it's all evenly cleaved, which is a blessing and very much a curse. Like, it hurts a ton on bosses. Like, you're going to see our damage is going to be very low on this boss. And like once this Alpha Eagle dies, or once all of his little ads die, like you see my damage kind of just like stops going up, you know? Yeah, of course, Desodin. Of course. Of course. Alright, it's basketball time. Oh, it's almost basketball time. Yeah, we're definitely going to be trying to get into 12s from here on out. I feel like 10s are a little laughable, to be honest. Okay, we just use our Shayloons. Let's just go ahead and drink back our Mana Tea so that we have that on reserve. You see, we literally use Shayloons and we're already back to a 9-stack Shayloons. It is so powerful with this build. So good with this build. She just called me a soft skin. That's a crazy slur. I don't know if we take that. It really sucks that you can't add Spirit Font to the tracked buffs right here. Like, I just feel like I'm not playing with Spirit Font right now because I can't see it, you know? So, like, should I talent out of it? Ah, okay, that does Nature Lock. I forgot. Or it does lock your spell school. I started learning Mistweaver with your guides during Dragonflight Season 1, so this is nostalgic AF. That's so cool, because back then I made the Healer's Guide to each dungeon, and I want to get back to doing that. Those were some of my favorite videos, but they took so long to make. Like, so long to make. And they did not get the views that I would have hoped for, you know? But that's okay. They can't all be winners. But it was just disheartening. Let's see. I find myself rarely using Shayloons except for the Shao buff on live. Yeah, on live, that's 100% what you do. But in beta, Shayloons is basically like a... it's like Vivify with, like, Shayloon's tendencies. You know what I mean? Like, it is Vivify. Like, I can sit here and spam Shayloon's gift if I want to, which is what I'm doing now. And they're basically... I'm spamming 0-stack Shayloon's gifts. However, ideally, like the kind of idea with the whole Shaylun's Vivify split and kind of sharing a role is you take Vivify if you intend on spamming it, and you take Shaylun's Gift if you don't. So, or if you want to play with the new talent where your Manatee gives you Shaylun stacks, like you can do some pretty crazy stuff. But yeah, Shao Owls is like a great talent that we're losing in Midnight, and that does definitely suck a lot. But yeah, you basically no longer are going to use Shayluns for some random buff that it gives you. Instead, you're going to use Shayluns for the healing it does. I'm holding a ball. I didn't get to dunk. Dang. Oh, this gives you like a buff, doesn't it? Pretty sure it does. Dude, I'm literally beating her up with the ball in my hands. Oh, he is out of range. Where the hell did the mage go, dude? You get knocked all the way back? I see you. But yeah, I've already re-keybound what my Jade Lightning is. Since, you know, we have so many keybinds freed up, I just wanted it on a more accessible keybind. Just gonna drink mana to get that Shaylun's back. We have 6 stacks now, very nice. I really wish I could show you guys what I'm casting, but as far as I know, there's no, like, streamer plugin. Whoa! Kyle danced on me. Okay, we did just Shaylun, so we're gonna drink up. It is a really nice little gameplay loop. You spend a bunch of mana healing and hotting up, and then you drink back that mana to get your Shayluns back up. It's super sick, super sick. What's your spinning crankcake macro again? It's /cast space exclamation point spinning crankcake. So the exclamation point just removes that delay between your spinning crankcakes. I don't think I have it on this character. I made it on my leveling character, but I don't have any macros on this character because I had to... Basically, when this server opened up, you had to, like, remake your characters. Very lame. Let me get over here. Alright, we are going to summon Yulon here. This is a hefty pool. Girthy, if I may. Okay, just Shaylun, so we're gonna Manatee. Oh, I didn't even Yulon. I thought I did. Yeah, you see, like, pulls like this, I'm not even gonna try to Jade Lightning until, like, I get everyone topped up. Like, I basically leaned on Yulon until Yulon faded. And now that we've stabilized and killed all the, like, casters, I don't even know if they still cast, but those guys used to cast. I think some of those guys used to stack up a debuff on your tank. Pretty sure you can, like, LOS this, so... I showed it in my video. Okay, yeah, can you... Oh, not on that. Yikes. Whoa! He's shooting up at the sky. But I showed it in my video today how this build can also keep a... Like, you can keep Jade Lightning flowing while you're LOS from a mob. If you start the lightning before you LOS, it's pretty nice. Does the damage/healing meter show a breakdown of spells? It does if you right-click it, but it's like... I don't even know how to read this, if I'm being honest. Like, I really don't. See, because that pool, I did not rely on Ancient Teachings to do the most healing. Oh, it looks like it's overall. Okay. This will be a lot better to look at. That's so confusing. It's either O or C. I guess that's not super confusing. Maybe I'm just stupid. Don't. Let's see. I find myself... Oh, but I'm Master of Harmony. It has Smart Healing right after for extra target selection. If you're talking about Shaylin's gift, yes. Yes, I think it'll opt for people who are missing health, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna pop a defensive here. Luckily, with Way of the Serpent, I can keep this channel going while I'm flying through the space. I wonder if you can, like, spam the button. My DPS is going up. I'm literally spamming my Jade Lightning button. Look at my DPS. It's actually climbing. Is this a thing? Wait. What is happening? My DPS just kept climbing there. So my DPS was pretty steady at like 1100, and then I started spamming my Jade Lightning button, and my DPS actually started to go up. Wonder if there's something to that. Let's keep... Okay, hold on. I'm just going to let my Jade Lightning's channel for a good bit. Here, I'm going to see... Oh, I'm slept. Never mind. Tank, good luck, buddy. Okay, so we're sitting... Let's let it stabilize a bit. 800... 1000 DPS, 1100, 1200. Oh my gosh, we're slept again. Dude, this pack is so... I literally could just like sweep it, but... Bang. Okay, now let's spam. I'm spamming the button for Jade Lightning. I mean, all this is doing is just doing like a half channel, but it feels like our damage is going up even more. Is that a thing? I feel like that's a thing, man. 2k DPS. Oh, hold on. I am very stupid. I am very stupid. I'm so used to seeing on damage done that it shows the DPS done here. It's not DPS, it's just damage. So, of course my damage done is going up. I am very stupid. Forget that happened. Please. That is ridiculous of me. I just... Oh my goodness. I cannot believe I just did that while streaming. That is absolutely embarrassing. What an idiot. Delete the VOD, for sure. We're ending stream. Delete the VOD. It's over. That is so bad, dude. But hey, look. Is it my fault? But, like, can we figure out a way to blame Blizzard? Oh, yeah. We could. I'm not going to. I would never. But I will say that my UI did just change overnight. All of a sudden. I had no input. It just changed. So we have that to blame, right? I will say, so far, there hasn't been, like, a swirly mechanic that I haven't been fast enough to just, like, walk out of. Okay, I soaked 3 there because I had my Fort Brew up, which I am talented into Diffuse Magic. Apparently, Diffuse Magic is like a talent that buffs your Fort Brew and just puts that effect on it. I don't have it here, but I will soak 2 and then Dispel. I know this boss is going to be crazy. I remember ever since they had buffed this boss at some point. It is crazy. How much... there's like a certain overlap that like push groups would have to like force it to not do that overlap. I think you would have to like let the first round of orbs, you'd have to let like a single orb get to the boss so that he gains additional energy quicker. And that way you don't see those two mechanics overlap. I forget which mechanics it is. But we do have Revival. We can just easily Revival this. Clean and simple. Alright. Final boss. Echo of Doragosa. Freak Bust. I love the name. Freak Bust. said, I'd really be sad if this is what Mistweaver Monk is now, just spam Crackling Jade Lightning Soothing Mist. I mean, look, this is like an extreme. The thing about this is that I think the casted heals are the strongest thing you can do. And I think that, I really do think Way of the Crane is bugged. And I think Chi-Ji is bugged or not as strong as intended, for sure. So I would not be too worried about this. This is simply because I think the Fistweaving build is fundamentally just not working correctly, so it's not that crazy. But also, this plus 10 is like literally barely doing any damage right now, so we can just get away with it. So spamming lightning is a troll, not gamer move. Absolutely. Don't do as I say, not as I do, for sure. Let's hope Mistweaving is the only heal that fits Monk, yeah. Or isn't the only heal. Yeah, no, they're gonna balance it. Look, we are still months away from Midnight releasing. They are gonna balance it in a way that all the builds will be operative. It's just right now this is literally day one. Like Chi-Ji was working yesterday or 2 days ago. Chi-Ji was working. The Fistweaving build was working just fine. And then what the hell is even this? And then all of a sudden now Chi-Ji's broken in raid, not even doing any healing. Way of the Crane just isn't working in dungeons. Like, it's fine. It is not the end of the world. It is just a bug. 'Tis a bug, not a feature. Dude, this is a pretty psychotic pool. I'm just gonna let the tank die and just die myself. How often do I weave in to spin to win with the lightning? See, that is something that, like, I haven't really dummy tested that yet. My thought is that you would weave in, since your spinning is tied to Way of the Crane, you could weave in, and if you wanted to just play this build but with Way of the Crane, you could do that, especially in dungeons like this, like, where there are big pools and stuff. However, we've done 2 dungeons now with Way of the Crane, and in both dungeons, Way of the Crane was just not working. It's as if we did not have it talented. It wasn't doing any healing, or it was barely doing any healing. Like, it just was not doing the correct amount. So yeah. We're just gonna have to wait until reset once they fix the bugs and whatnot. Are you really casting on me? What a jerk. Can we LOS that? Oh, we're doing the same pull again. Very wise. Okay, we hot it up, we Shayloonsed up, and then now we're going to drink our tea, get that Shayloons back, and rip it again. Dude, Shayloons so far, Shayloons plus its new talent is performing very well in my opinion. Yeah, all the casted heals. I haven't noticed any problems with it, but yeah, all the Fistweaving talents basically. Like I said, I think they're literally just broken. I do. I don't think they're working correctly. I don't think it's that they're just like undertuned. I don't think that's just it. I definitely think they are undertuned, but I don't think that's all that's going on here, you know? I love the no damage spikes anymore Blizzard approach. Yeah, it's as if I'm playing Roblox, kind of, in a way. How goes Caster Mistweaver? Well, I mean, it's kind of the only Mistweaver version that we can play right now, if I'm being honest, but it's honestly a good time. There is a lot of this right now, but once we go up to plus 12s, I don't think we'll be able to do this as much. Just gonna drink. Oh, and by the way, did you get to test whether Spirit Font procs Jade Serpent statue? I have not. I have not. But we can do that on dummies right after this if you want me to, nerdies. I would be more than happy to. But I'll be honest, Nerdies, I am very disappointed that we can't even track our spirit font buff. It absolutely makes no sense to me. No sense at all. Yeah, basically you heal through every heal check by like ramping enveloping mists and then using Shaylin's gift, and then you immediately just use all that mana that you just used to sit Manatee and get your Shaylin's back for the next ramp. It's pretty sick. Like, this build kind of has legs, man. Not gonna lie, kind of has legs. Especially if you can get the fist weaving working. You can also bring in the Master of Harmony, potential energy healing into the mix, and get some crazy stuff going. Alright, we are failing mechanics. We have so many extra... I'm just going to dispel him here. He only has one stack. So it's not going to leave a thing behind. Yikes. Go to the corner! What a good voice line. So far, that's the voice line to beat this tier. Like, Shadowlands, we had get your trinkets and, like, everything that Blonsomdi said. Last season, the thing that I liked saying the most was the, our captain is a dragon? Our captain is a dragon! I feel like go to the corner is going to be pretty tough to beat. Like, dude, she sounds vicious when she says it. Ow. Go to the corner. Alright, let's drink up, get those Shaylins back. There's a lust. I mean, dude, in Lust, it kind of cranks, not gonna lie. Okay. We smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. But I really want to test the 2 dungeons we haven't seen yet. Okay, let's see. I'd be interested just because Tooltip says it's when you cast Zoom. Okay, let's go check. We're gonna hearth out, find some dummies, and test that out. Let's see. Still, that's wild. Yeah, a lot of stuff's broken right now. Like, and by broken, I don't mean like broken OP. I mean, there's a lot of stuff just not working. Thought it'd be super cool if Mistweaver had a T that could give to allies that reduced resource usage. Wow. That would be cool, but keep in mind, they just took away our T that took away, or that reduced resource usage. They took away that functionality of it, at least. Okay, so let's find this interaction that you're saying to see if it works. Dude, there are so many people here at the dummies now. Okay, so you want to see if Spirit Font, Rising Sun Kick, and Vivify have a chance to activate Spirit Font, causing your Enveloping Mist to channel Soothing Mist from you. God, this is so convoluted of how to say it. To channel Soothing Mist from you on up to 5 allies. If Spirit Font's healing mists heal a full... Okay, yeah, they'll bounce. So you were wanting to see... Like, are you wanting to specifically see if we press Thunder Focus T, we're going to slam down a totem? Does that totem then also proc this Spirit Font, or are you trying to see this Spirit Font? But yeah, I think that would be a great idea, Nerdies. But I would start with giving us our mana T back. Like our mana return T back. Let's see. Can I heal allies nearby here? The thing is, I can only heal people that have taken damage. Oh, you know what we could do, actually? Oh, that's with the Ancient Teachings. Hold on. Gotta get my brain working. Jade Serpent statue procs when you cast Assume. So do you want me to use Jade Infusion or a full actual factual Jade Serpent statue? See if Jade Serpent statue procs off the Spirit Font Assume. Okay, so let's first swap to the statue. I feel like both statues will behave the same. So testing one is just going to make our lives easier. Let's put this bad boy down. So if I Soothing Mist, clean code. The statue Soothing Mist's clean code. Let's pick a guy that's further away so we can see it. Retsu, eat my Soothing Mist. So I guess we're watching for a Spirit Font buff. Actually, I can just Thunder Focus Tea to Spirit Font, right? To force it. So if I Thunder Focus Tea... Wait, I should have waited until after. I'm sorry, I messed that up. Hold on, give me a second. Whoa. That's my other thing, healing. Okay. We're going to try this again. So I'm going to let my... Let's pick a further away target. Let's pick this guy. This guy has a cool transmog. Okay, so we Soothing Mist him. Our statue joins us. So the question here is if I... Where did this guy go? Let's pick this guy. If I have Spirit Font, will that Spirit Font also proc the statue, is what we're testing? Wait, I'm Soothing Misting. It's just so hard to test. It's so hard to test because our Soothing Mist are maybe forcing the proc to happen from my... Forcing the proc to happen from my Enveloping Mist or from my Thunder Focus Tea is messing it up because I have Emperor's Elixir. So let me swap off Emperor's Elixir just to a random talent. And this will show us because what's happening there, nerdies, is that I'm Thunder Focus Tea Enveloping Misting someone and it's auto starting a Soothing Mist on them, which is kind of messing with this whole test. So this should work better. So let's just make sure I can Soothing Mist this guy. Yep, okay, that's working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop Thunder Focus Tea and then hope that it does it again. Okay, the statue needs to chill, dude. Thunder Focus Tea, Enveloping Mist. You see, I am Spirit Fonted, but the statue was not Spirit Fonted. Did you see that? So it does not, I'm guessing. I guess we can show it again. So I'm just going to Thunder Focus Tea, Enveloping Mist. And I Spirit Font this guy and this guy, but the statue is not, so no. I would assume no. Because maybe Spirit Font is linked to the hot tick of Enveloping Mist, maybe? I don't think that's true. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think that works. That would be sick, though. That would be very sick. Okay, but let's fix our build. And what else did I change? This. Because I don't want to have to manually place down these statues all dungeon. But that would be sick. A tea bag? I like that name for it, the mana tea bag, and you just like give someone a mana tea bag. What if we had a passive where if you go over to someone and you tea bag in their presence, you give them a mana tea bag and then they have mana tea's effect for 8 seconds? Tell me I'm not cooking. Tell me I am not cooking. Okay, we're going to try to queue into this 10 Seed of Triumvirate. No promises, though. Let me check my phone, just to make sure my wife isn't texting me and stuff. I see. Wait, he's goated. Uh-oh, what did I do? What did I do? A manatee celestial. You know what's funny? Maybe it was just you, Mortos, but I used to get so many comments about words that I say, and one of the most common ones was people would always make fun of me for how I say manatee, because I kind of do just slap it into one word. They're like, "Are you saying manatee or manatee?" And I'm like, "Yes, both of them." Like, what are you talking about? The teabag idea? Oh yeah, definitely a good idea. Definitely one of the better ideas one of you guys has pitched to me. A teabag idea, that you teabag someone, you give them a manatee.
Hunt it down and destroy
Is this a new dungeon or is this an old dungeon? The reason why I ask is because I don't recognize it. So either I did not play in its original season or it's a new dungeon. Alright, we're about to Sith weave all over him. But it looks like the pool counts in this dungeon look pretty big. So who knows? Who knows? But, disclaimer, this is my first time ever seeing any of these mechanics. So if I just fully botch a mechanic, it's Mortas's fault from chat. It's Mortas's fault. Is there ever any reason to hardcast Assume if you forget that you have Emperor's Elixir? Or if you need to go ahead and channel a Soothing Mist and you don't have Thunder Focus Tea, or you don't want to commit Thunder Focus Tea, like you don't have to. Those are reasons. That's if you're playing this build. I'm sorry, I kind of assume that you're talking about with this build. With a Chi-Ji build, it's just so hard to tell right now. Like everything's so buggy with Chi-Ji. I would think so. I would think like if you need to spam single heart target healing, it should be the same. But then again, even with a Chi-Ji build, you should be playing Emperor's Elixir. Okay, so this looks like they kind of used a lot of the same assets from, what's that one dungeon? Necrotic Wake. I'm going to guess that we just have to spread this out. Okay, this is amping up a lot of damage, so... If you listen to these guys... The two... It kind of sounds like on, did anyone play Super Smash Bros. Melee? You know Sheik, how she would do the two, two. Like, it sounds just like that. So let's Shayloons and let's drink Mana Tea. Shayloons again. Let's go and Cocoon the tank. I'm tired of healing him. Two. Does it not? It sounds just like it. Coop Gaming, I would love to. Send it to me. Two. I mean, it sounds just like that. It's crazy. We are going to leg sweeps. The cool thing is this little aggro indicator, whenever you see someone has like a red little frame around them, that means they have aggro on something. I mean, it's not the best way to display it, but it is a way to display it. Okay, I need to remember to crackle, because we do need to be mana efficient. I can't just sit there in a Soothing Mist. But my goal this season, tell me if this sounds enjoyable to watch from you guys. What do you guys think about me trying to do like some kind of push? I'm going to have two different monks going and have one monk all caster, one monk all Fistweaver. Would that be an enjoyable little thing? Like see if we can like push to like 30, I don't know, 3,300 on both. Oh, I don't know the, come on, I don't know that one. All I know is the two. Post in the Discord? Okay. Sounds good. Yeesh. I just Shayloonsed that guy, the shaman, for 500k. Just for a little reference point, how much health do I have? I have less than 500k health. That is insanity. And I'm not even playing single target Shayloons, by the way. So that is pretty crazy. We're also going to kind of hang back here because I want that regen talent to proc. I don't really know how far away 15 yards is. Maybe we're in the clear here. I don't know. I guess we can check healing done if it'll let us. We can scroll down a bit. Leeching Void? That's not it. Hold on. I gotta heal. Give me a second. So far, this mechanic, whatever that is, does a lot of damage. I wonder what the actual mechanic is. Yeah, by the way, over the next few weeks, I'm going to be putting in hundreds of reps into these dungeons. Because my goal is to, like, master the dungeons before they hit live, so I can make a guide on each of the dungeons. From specifically a healer's point of view, and how to heal them. Okay, so we're going to Thunder Focus Tea this one. We can Shayloons, and then drink Mana Tea. We'll have another Shayloons on standby, but that is specifically my goal. It's Fox? Come on! Is it that, where he kind of does that? What button is that though? What move is that? Oh, I'm trying to think. Is that like his up B? Is that his up B? I feel like it's coming back to me, but I didn't like play too much melee. I played like, you know, schoolhouse melee, just like at my friend's house after school, you know. Oh, it's the taunt? Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't have any friends that played. Oh, also the it sounds like him doing his side B, Fox doing his side B. But like I didn't have any friends that played Fox. Like the only time I've like ever really seen Fox played was like whenever you watch like actual pros playing. Where is this shaman, dude? It was not letting me heal the shaman, and I just cocooned myself in panic. To the Mistweaver channel, you have to let me know your thoughts when you have time. Okay, okay. Will look. I'll go ahead and have it pulled up just to make sure I see it. Okay, they said they're lagging so bad. Okay. I see it. And I'll take a look. There's a boss. This is a boss, and I have no mana, so we're going to have to really lean into Crackling Jade Lightning here. Or Crackling Jade Lightning and Tiger Palms, actually. So it looks like the Warlock... Oozing Slam. Okay, Oozing Slam is big AoE taking damage. I see, it's a big dot. I see now. We're just going to Yulon it away. Is this just Necrotic Wake? Dude, did they literally just reskin Necrotic Wake? Or is it Necrotic Wake, or what dungeon am I thinking of? What's the one with the weapons? I think that's Necrotic Wake, right? Let's Tiger Palm, Tiger Palm, Tiger Palm. You so fast. I mean, I was very fast and loose with my mana. Also, we started this boss and I was literally out of mana because I dumped my mana. I was like, why are my heals not healing this shaman? And I just kept spamming Shaylin's gift into the shaman, thinking that there was like a heal absorb on him, when really he was just untargetable and I was healing myself the whole time. So I blasted my mana before this boss. But basically, I've been out of mana this whole boss fight and just been sustaining with Mana Tea. Like it's really not that bad. It's really not that bad. But also, I keep forgetting that I can use damage. What is this mechanic? Oh, that is what's leaving behind the puddle. Okay. Also, I need to be relying on my damage more, because this is how you are mana efficient. Is just, whenever you can, you should be trying to use your damage rotation. Because that literally costs no mana. Happy Feet Wombo Combo. Uh-oh. Oh, you're talking about the Happy Feet, like little, what are they called? The something dashes that people would do with Fox. See, like right now, we're gonna have to swap from our Crackling Healings. This is doing a lot of damage. I might be able to put a ROP, and then we could all just kind of like shelter in it, kind of. Yeah. I mean, this dungeon just looks like they pulled a lot of the assets from Necrotic Wake. I'm not against it. I think they should do that more often. I think it's just a smart way to design. I also don't know for a fact if they did that, but it looks like it, right? Melee meme video. Oh, why am I floating as if I'm casting a Soothing Mist? Y'all see this? My character's bugged. It thinks that I'm in Way of the Serpent mode right now. We're going to roll and hopefully break out of it. Nope, we are permanently stuck in this unless I... Okay, Soothing Mist... Dude, there are so many Mistweaver bugs. It is insanity. It is insanity. I guess I can go ahead and drink some Mana Tea. I did not mean to spinning crank kick there. I have to drink that Mana Tea back to get our Shaylin stacks back. Okay, we are all topped up. Well, The moment I say that, we are no longer all topped up. During this, instead of going into my Crackling Jade Lightning, I'm just going to sit in a Soothing Mist. Soothing Mist actually does, like, okay as healing. We're going to freaking Revival. Can't think of the name. Spell has literally been in the game since I've started playing Mistweaver. Can't even think of its name. Okay, let's Emperor's Tea into a Soothing Mist. Let's drink back our Shaylin stacks. Keep it rolling. Alright, where to? The Rift Warden. What's the next boss? Saprish? Saprish? Appreciate it. Rift Tear. That sounds like we should not be next to the Rift. How's the playstyle feeling overall? One of the better versions or meh? I mean, better performing currently, but that's not... Like, that's honestly not saying much about this build. It's saying a lot about how buggy the Chi-Ji build is, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm afraid... I don't want to make any, like, definitive statements, especially this early on. But especially because I've seen a lot of why Chi-Ji feels very unplayable right now is because of bugs. Like, I did 2 dungeons in a row where Way of the Crane literally just didn't work. It was as if I didn't have Way of the Crane talented. And, that's very unplayable. Do I have any mana food? I do. Okay, now's the time to drink up. We're drinking with mage food, though, so... Let's see, I thought if they want the single target Shaylins to be good... Whoa, team, I was drinking. Calm yourself. Cowboy gets some mana around here. Dang. I kind of want to type like, sorry I was drinking or something. Just to let them know I'm not AFK or something. I'm so afraid to read chat, though, because the moment I look over there, it feels like everyone's dying. But I really like this new Shaylin's Gift talent, because it like, turns your Shaylin, or your Mana Tea, into more than just a mana resource. Oh, that broke my... That interrupted me. Okay, we really need to crackle. So I want to sit on these Manatee stacks. Also, for some reason, it's not showing my Manatee stacks. I'll have to take a look at that. But I want to sit on these Manatee stacks. That way I have some Shayluns on reserve. In fact, let's go ahead and drink up to 7 stacks. I have Revival here. I don't need a Revival because I have so many Hots out. I have an Aspect on everyone. I had Enveloping Mist on a few people. Should be fine. I thought if they want the single target Shaylins to be good, it would probably be good if they made mana use variable on how many clouds you have ready. Interesting. I mean, in a way, mana use is variable on how many stacks you have because of the talent that gives you Shaylin stacks from your mana. I mean, it's like in a very roundabout way. Goodness gracious, aggro. It's in a roundabout way. I know what you're saying, but in a roundabout way, that kind of is a thing. Not really. Let's go into Revival. Yulon here soon. Let's see. Ooh, Brebe said Brebe says I only make earthen healers from now on. The mana gen food is insanely fast. I've heard a lot of people like their earthen alts and stuff for Mistweaver. It also looks very cool. So one of my viewers had a really cool name as their earthen character, but I can't remember what it was. Like Jaded or something. It was awesome. Such a good name. Necrotic was after this one. Oh, okay. So this is a returning dungeon. See, I did not play in the season that this dungeon was a thing, but really the aesthetics look very like Mana Forge. Like the aesthetics look very modern. So what tier? When was this dungeon from? Also, I don't have any cooldowns ready, so we're gonna have to be very careful. I'm also gonna be very liberal with my cocoon here, if I need to be. Okay, we do need to be. Okay, now I have Yulon. We're gonna crackle until I need to go Yulon into a Thunderfolk's Tea. This was Legion. Okay, so this was very recent. Man, maybe I haven't really paid attention, but this is not the aesthetic that I thought Legion had. This looks straight up like a Mana Forge dungeon. Yeah, obviously, you guys can probably tell I did not play in Legion. I am a very late player relative to most players. I started in Shadowlands. Very recent player. Once again, relative to other people. I want to swap my race to Troll. Dude, Troll's very good. Most of my characters, you probably have noticed, most of my characters are Trolls. My Monk has always been a Tauren. Whoa, that destroyed the DH. I guess I'll Yulon. I should have Yuloned earlier in this pool. That way we have it up for the boss. We have Aspect on everyone. We have Enveloping Mist on everyone. We should just be able to crackle here. I mean, that nuked the D. Oh, he brought friends. Okay. I have a Thunderfolk's Tea for this. I also have Fort Brew. I have Touch of Death for the ad. I have 7 Shaylin stacks. We're going to rip it there. We're going to drink Mana Tea, get those stacks back. Okay, we barely had any Mana Tea stacks. I really need to add Mana Tea to my something, to my attract spells or something. Let's see. It's Soppy. Soppy? Good evening. Good evening back at you as well. I love the monkey emoji. I was thinking of re-rolling in Midnight, and seeing you play the monk always makes me want to play it, but it's sometimes so bad at it. I've been playing Druid since Burning Crusade. It's time for a change. Oh, man. Well, I always recommend Mistweaver. I definitely think Mistweaver on the beta specifically is looking very buggy, but, you know, by the time this Midnight goes live, and maybe even give it just a week, they'll have most of the bugs wrinkled out and stuff. And all the new talents, I'll say, aside from the bugs, all of the new talents are fantastic. Like, absolutely fantastic. So, bugs aside, Mistweaver's looking like a very fun time. I thought this was a boss. It's just a Rift Warden. Okay. What was that man jumping out of a plane icon? A man jumping out of a plane. Where did it show up? Also, what's good? What's good? Clickskr. A man jumping out of a plane icon. I have no idea. TBC had a lot of ethereals in it, both open world and dungeons. Ah. Interesting. Started in Season 4 Dragonflight. That was a weird time to start. Season 4s are always so weird, Revy. Next to Life Cocoon on the left. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for it. Next to Life Cocoon. Oh, this. Oh, that's the new Shayloon's gift icon. Dude, that is so funny. Man jumping out of a plane. It literally does look like... if you've ever watched the show Drake and Josh, it's like a kid's show. I think if this feels like we're supposed to eat these orbs. Yeah, that's very Dark Flame Clefty, so it just felt like that's what we were supposed to do. But if you have ever watched that kid's show, Drake and Josh, one of my favorite shows of all time, there's this one episode where they go, what is it? Drake goes skydiving, and then eventually, like, Josh comes in because he doesn't want him to go. Spoiler alert, I guess, for Drake and Josh in the year 2025. I don't know. But the guy, like the instructor, is like an idiot, and he says, "All right, all you need to know to skydive is a 5-letter word, splat." Or he says, "Squat, pray, leap, touchdown." Squat, pray, leap, touchdown. Okay, got it. That's all it is. And they're like, "Wait, Doesn't that spell splat? But I don't know why. Just this icon reminds me of his like what he did when he said Long tangent. I don't know why I just went on a long Drake and Josh tangent, but here we are. Here we are. When the only global I'm pressing is Crackling Jade Lightning, here we are. Okay, so these boss minions cannot be stunned, but it looked like they did get interrupted by the orbs that we, like by the circles that we had. So that's good to know. I need to go ahead and drink Mana Tea now, so that I have big Shayloons lined up. Also gonna let us rot down a little bit more than I'm gonna pop. Yulon. Whoa. Kind of want to be in between these. Might be able to... Well, I guess we're fine. Alright, but that's so funny. A man jumping out of a plane. I had no idea what you were referring to. Yeah, the only min-maxing I'm doing when I'm repressing these Jade Lightnings is I'm watching these damage number ticks, and I'm recasting Crackling Jade Lightning like the moment a tick hits. That way I get 2 ticks in a row. It feels min-maxy. It's very minimal. It's kind of all you can do when you're just pressing Jade Lightning after Jade Lightning. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Whoa, okay. I forgot that does a lot of damage. We are going to stun that cast. At this point, I'm just practicing the mobility. If you're probably like, why did he just roll and double jump there? I'm just trying to get the muscle memory down that you can roll, start a Jade Lightning, and then double jump after. There was literally no reason for me to do that, though. But yeah, the casted heals of Mistweaver they feel phenomenal. Very specifically, Enveloping Mist and Shayloons. I do think, like, if I were in charge, I would buff Soothing Mist a little bit. And I would probably buff, like, Vivify. But, I think Shayloons and Enveloping Mist are in very good spots. Oh, so that knocks up if you get hit. I kind of want to get hit by some mechanics, by the way. Like, this is all about testing. If we weren't so, like, it feels like we're kind of close on time. I would purposefully let one of these Void Cleaves hit me. Yeah, what's up, Niceria? Also, Mr. Dindra. I always struggle so hard with your name. Mr. Dindra, is this the caster build? Yes, this is the build from my video today. So if you want to see, like, me fully discuss this build, I did make a video today. Definitely go and watch that. Yeah, it's a good video, very good video. The key went very well, and I'm pretty sure we played with a professional player. So if you're interested in seeing that, I'll just give you a hint. The tank topped the damage meters. If you want to see what pro we had in our key, definitely go and check out the video. Yeah, we need to do a big Yulon right here. Yeah, this build is super solid. I feel like the talents that are making this build playable is definitely Tranquil Tea. That is like a standout to me. Because the whole downside of Shayloons is you're taking Shayloons over Vivify because you don't want... You're trading off the ability to spam Shayloons for a more powerful version of Vivify. Is really what the trade-off is. However, Tranquil Tea allows you to at least get 2 back-to-back, like, rapid-fire, basically full-stacked Shayloons off. Even 3 if you stack up your Mana Tea fully. You can get 3 up, like, in a row. So, very, very solid talent. Really helps this build out. How's everything feeling? Is it the heal pruning apocalypse we were told was coming? Really, it's the Mistweaver's bugged apocalypse right now. Like, I tried doing some builds with Way of the Crane. Way of the Crane felt super buggy. Chi feels very buggy. It feels like it's not doing anything. Whether those are like actually how they want them to perform, I don't think so, but who knows? Um, oh, Warlock down. What killed the Warlock? Whoa, okay, so don't stand there. Got it. Yeah, I will say the Jade empowerment is the least like exciting thing in this build. But so far, like all of the other interactions are just doing like all they're doing is just impressing me. Oh, I literally pressed Life Cocoon on the Shaman like 3 globals ago. Okay, we're gonna revival because he onked. I literally pressed Life Cocoon and it just didn't hit him. I am noticing a lot of errors like that though. Like every time that I go to like cast certain spells on people, sometimes they just don't happen. I feel like there's a problem with like click right now or something, or maybe the nameplates just a lot of times like a lot of times if you see me just randomly spinning crane kick, it's because I went to cast a renewing mist on that ally and for some reason the nameplate didn't like register. So that has happened quite a few times. I'm going to let us rot down a bit, which is very nice to be able to do in this new, like, world of healing. You can kind of just, like, let people rot down a little bit and be smarter with your cooldowns, which I do really like. So, no, I don't think, Niceria, that we're in the healer apocalypse. I definitely just think we're in the bug apocalypse right now with week 1. And those will all be fixed, for sure. Oppie says, Caster looks like a lot of fun. It definitely is. It definitely is. This is definitely the most fun caster version that I've played maybe since like way back, maybe since Shadowlands. But yeah, this is the most fun caster build I've played. The only like boring thing is if you do this the whole dungeon. You know, like if you just do this the entire dungeon, which we did. Literally, I healed an entire Algathar by just Jade Lightninging. That was boring. Okay, I'll admit it. However, when you actually are weaving in between your like bursty Healy, Thunderfolk's Tea, Soothing Misting healing, and your sustained Jade Lightning healing, like it is so engaging. And when you're playing around the whole like Shayloons, drinking back your Shayloon stack with Mana Tea, like this build is a ton of fun, very engaging, and actually like very effective too. It's really hard to judge damage right now as a healer though, because I feel like just no healers doing damage. I did not mean to press spinning crane kick there. Okay, I do not know this boss's mechanics. That looks like it's gonna hurt. Okay, this person just ran to me, so maybe you stack that up, I guess? I don't know. Mind Blast? That does not sound like it's gonna do good. Oh, but maybe my tank spell reflected it, I'm guessing? Okay, we have ads. These ads are doing quite a bit of damage. But when we have some of them to cleave off of, it kind of works out for us. Because this is a big pushback. I'm guessing you have to like run in? Okay, yeah. Whenever you're pushed away, or whenever you're pushed one direction, it's kind of obvious that you're going to have to run the other direction, right? So not even knowing the mechanics, I can kind of just like infer that that's what was being asked of us, you know? See, like my click casting's just not working there. I did not even mean to press Yulon there. I meant to cast an Enveloping Mist, and then the future Enveloping Mists were not Soothing Misted, so for some reason, click casting's being very wonky. And it could just be the nameplates. Okay, this DH really needs to watch out for the orbs that I'm literally taking as I say that. We're going to revival because I'm kind of stupid. I'm like 3 parts kind of stupid, quarter part definitely stupid. It is a deadly combination. I'm guessing the more of these little ads that are alive at the end of this channel, probably the more damage it does, I'm guessing. Okay, but you gotta get in the circle, right? Surely we know this. I wonder if he meant to gate in and just took it too late. I bet that's what happened. Because seeing the evidence. Look, we got Sherlock Chris over here. I guess Chris Holmes would be a better thing. LB Holmes. How about that? I see a gate here, and a dead body here. It tells me that he tried to gate and maybe didn't do it early enough. Or maybe soaked an orb. He says beta will be beta. I don't know if he really... Oh, that guy ate some orbs to the face. Dang, so we're not going to be able to time this, it looks like. Wait, I can touch a death this thing. Sure. Also, how do you say this word? Is it Viceroy? Viceroy? How do you say that? Help a stupid person out. As a caster, do you still grant the melee damage buff? Yes, the melee damage buff is tied to just tagging something with damage. So as long as you damage something for any amount of damage in any way, you're going to apply your monk debuff to them. Hi, when you finish dungeon, can you press I? And I want to see the new Dungeons at Midnight. Absolutely, I will do that. In fact, let's see. I can do that now. So we got Magister's Terrace, Mysara Caverns, Nexus Point Xenos, and... I think Windrunner Spire is the 4 new ones. And then the returning ones are Algathar Academy, Pit of Sauron, Skyreach, and the one that we're in right now, Seed of Triumvirate. Disintegrate. Okay, that sounds like... Whoa. Okay, what happens when we go through it? Okay, it does so much damage. Yikes. We should not have tested for science there. It's okay, though. Jeez, let's squeeze, man. So I'm guessing they're trying to hit those orbs with that? Okay, the Warlock bailed on that strat. My game literally froze there. Holy. My game literally froze. That's crazy. Okay. We are now Tiger's Lesson, and we are in melee so that we are moving quicker. We've learned our lesson. That beam does not mess around. I feel like we should want to hit these, right? Is that not a thing? Did it do anything? I feel like it did. It got rid of it, right? My game freezes every time that mechanic comes out. I don't like that. Let's go and drink up till we have 10 stacks of mana tea. Oh. Go and get some pre-hots for this mechanic. Yeah, I feel like that thing's doing pulsing damage, and we want to hit it with this little line to stop the pulsing damage, right? For sure. That's got to be it. Okay, this is the run-out mechanic. Dude, it literally bugs my game every single time. Is the boss damage amped? I'm getting 9k a tick, and I also have Giga Haste. Okay, so that's a damage amp. Yeah, that is definitely a damage amp. A 3 times damage amp. That is nice. This boss has so much health. Whoa! I mean, the little bigwigs things kind of warned us, but The boss's icons did not warn us there. Dude, I hate daylight savings. It's literally so dark outside already. It's so sad. It is so sad. Like, it's just now 5 o'clock, and it is pitch black in my house. Granted, I usually stream with the door closed. Now my door's open. So usually I just don't see out into the void, but now we fully see it. We're going to hit this one if we can reach it. Fat Shayloons. Oh my goodness. So satisfying. Okay, it looks like we're about to get the damage amp again. So I'm going to stack up my teachings. Just going to Tiger Palm until it starts doing more damage. Okay, we might be there. I'm trying to get my Jade Fire Stomps off. Okay, never mind. I did not feel like we were damaging it that time. There it is. All right. Yeah, this build has some spicy interactions. Yeah, this mechanic definitely caught us off guard. I think we lost 2 to it. It's always like fun seeing a boss for the first time. Like, I legitimately had no idea what was going to happen. But yeah, it looks like this is just how you turn off those. Oh, do we want this spoiled? Alright, mutant, close your eyes if you don't want this spoiled. She gone. She dead. It's kind of weird seeing this at the end of a dungeon. But I think we had a quest line. Dark Illyria? Dark Illyria? Okay. Crackling Jade Lightnings gives fine throughput. Like, it's fine maintenance throughput in AoE. In single target, it's a little lackluster, but it's still not awful. It's maintenance, so it's not going to be able to get the job done versus like actual throughput checks. You're gonna have to swap to active throughput, like soothing misting for healing and stuff. But that's why this, like, the new talents make it work. Like, it does fine throughput healing until you need to swap to Soothing Mist, and that's why Emperor's Elixir is fantastic to start with. Like, it is so good. Yeah, the Warlock, I don't even know. He DC'd, and who knows? Who knows? So yeah, I definitely think the Crackling Jade Lightning, like, it's there. You can survive some pools by just Crackling Jade Lightning, like the minor pools and the minor mechanics and stuff, but eventually you will have to swap to Soothing Mist and absolutely spam the heals. Of course, Darkseer, and let me go ahead and pull it back up, Darkseer, for you. Aha. Let's see, where was I? How's weaving them fist going? The fist weaving is bugged. Like, it's just not working. But the mist weaving is pretty dope. The Sith weaving, to be precise. Actually, it's the mist weaving. Specifically the interaction with Shayloons and the new talent Tranquility is so good. And then also Emperor's Elixir is just like, it is just an all-star talent. All-star talent. But yeah, they've done something to Fistweaver, and it's just not working on the beta currently. Not working. Yeah, I guess I can show you its API. So this is the debuff you were referring to, Mystic Touch. So your damage weakens the target, increasing physical damage taken. So any damage you do, whether it's a tick of Spinning Crankcake or a tick of Crackling Jade Lightning or something else, like maybe even Chi-Ji pecking them. I don't know that to be sure though. Yeah, a tick of damage will give them the debuff, and they take more physical specifically. Um, but guys, I do have to go. I know it was a little bit of a shorter stream, but I also posted a video today, and there are so many videos coming your way, guys. Trust me, I have so much work that I'm doing to get a bunch of beta content out for you guys. But I do have to go. I have to meet my mother-in-law, and then we have D&D in an hour, so I have an hour to drive out and drive back. So I apologize, but yeah, so far it's so hard to tell what's good with Mistweaver because a lot of the shit's just not working, to be honest. But what is good, like that we know, is specifically the healing side of this build. So when you weave into a soothing mist, this build feels fantastic. But when you are in a crackling jade lightning, it feels pretty mid. I'll be honest. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Definitely watch that video today if you have not seen it. I appreciate you all. I will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow is my birthday. Come out, show some support. Me and Vlad are doing a series, and tomorrow's kind of like the first real day. We've kind of been leveling our characters. We've finally hit level 70, and tomorrow we're going to be leveling to 80, maybe doing some Mythic Plus, depending on how slow the leveling is. But regardless, the banter is always there, so definitely come hang out. Show me some love on my birthday. I guess I have to kind of like use my birthday to get you guys to watch a series, which I'm totally kidding, by the way. You don't have to come out, but guys, I appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much, Robin. I will see you all tomorrow. Everyone take care. I'm going to be cranking out some beta videos for you guys. Trust me, they're coming. They're coming. A wave, a tsunami of videos is coming your way. So I appreciate